Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I just gonna share this over and say hi to everybody and to actually welcome you to the start of the week. Welcome you to your healthy body. What are you doing in regard to your healthy body? I think that sometimes we think that we are doing more than we think we're doing, or we're more impactful than we think that we are. So I am just going to invite the beautiful Lisa, there we go, onto this call. So my name is Linda Morrison. If you guys don't already know me, I've been a well-being and a health coach for a very, very long time, around about 30 years. Lisa Strickland is really, really very passionate about her gardens and her immunity kitchen to actually help to bolster you. But what does this mean? It's just not on one level. It's not just on the level of I get green vegetables into my kids. It's like the nourishment, the extension of the garden, and also beyond what we're actually asked to talk about at the moment. Lisa, welcome and hello. Hello. Yeah.
Morning, Linda. Morning, everybody. Sorry. Got a frog in my throat this morning.
It's
It is a beautiful
beautiful.
sunny here. Yeah, absolutely. It's been 2 days of we're heading towards summer already, and we're still in the middle of winter.
100%, 100%. So I'm in the
Beautiful.
southern part of our country, which is a
Yeah.
long way away. So for
Yep.
people who are in Europe, Americans are pretty good with understanding, but we're talking about if I drove to Lisa, it would take me 18 hours or something like
Yep.
that. Like it's a long way
Yep.
away if I
Mm,
didn't stop to the
mm.
toilet.
Yep.
um, but I'm in the southern part, and I was down the coast at the weekend, and there's blossoms coming up on the tree. The grounds are dry already, but we've got winter. So I was like, this is interesting. Like we love the sunny weather, especially when we're in lockdown of certain kinds. But actually, is it really going to be good as we go into summer? So I've got you on board today, Lisa, and I want you to actually talk about um, let me just see here, make sure everything's okay.
Yep.
I've got you on board here today, and I want you to talk about um, who you look after, what you've just launched, and these 5 herbs to actually improve mood that you can actually add to your recipes, you can add to your kitchen that are not that difficult to grow. I'm no green thumb myself, and I must say that I really enjoy how you talk about growing food. So go
Mm.
ahead.
All right. So I look after people's immunity, whether it's people with autoimmune issues or people that are looking to build immunity through their body. That is, my area, because it's all about eating really great food, producing as much as you can as well, and it can be as simple as just putting your own herbs and into your food. It's whatever that you can do. It's really, really, I think, important. I think for me, and I would think that most people, if you could get out in the garden or even on your balcony with your pots and be able to grow a few little things, it's relaxing. It's self-satisfying when we're all dealing with, not being able to go anywhere in a lot of cases, as we are here at the moment. It's nice to be able to produce things and to be able to give ourselves a boost because we're doing things that are going to help us. It's really, really important. So it's great for your self-esteem, but it's also good for your body and good for your gut and just good for your well-being and your children's health and your family's health. And you can share as well, which is great. Like I've got parsley, which is the first thing that I was going to start talking about, and it just grows berserk here. So I pot it in little pots and I give it to people as well so that they can
Mm.
start their
Mm.
own. So, you know, there's
Funny, yeah.
yeah,
Funny you should say that, is that there's parsley sprouting up just in my driveway, in the post sections where there is some is some dirt. There's parsley right in there, and it's fine. Like, it's amazing.
yep.
I've given it to my dad. He's cool. Like, you know, and my mother's like, "What's this?" And I was like, "It's parsley." And my dad's like, "This is awesome." And you can smell it. It's like really good quality. It's incredible.
Mm,
So somebody else might think it's a weed, but it's not a weed at
no,
all. It's
no,
just easily grown. And like I said before, I'm no green thumb. So I like
no.
to know about where my food's coming from. My dad is
Yeah, and
incredible with his fruit trees, but vegetables and herbs are a little bit different for us. So tell us more about what are these top 5 herbs that you think that people can grow to help them.
so there's a couple of extremely easy ones, and the first one is parsley. Now, you'll find that well, I call it Italian parsley. I think it's an international parsley, which is a flat leaf parsley, is the most easy to grow. It will pop up everywhere.
Mm.
And I will show you mine in a minute, but I've had my plant. I originally put it in 5 years ago, and I just let it go to seed, and the seed wafts around everywhere, and then the parsley comes up the next season. So I've had very little time without it, actually, because I don't live anywhere where it gets overly cold. So I'm lucky. We're lucky in that way, but it does like the cold weather. It gets a little bit sad. It gets a little bit sad in when it gets too hot. But if you find, you know, a fence, I have mine against a fence, then it gives it a little bit of coverage, you know, a little bit of protection. The other thing is a pot on your balcony. So, you know, it's really just so easy to grow. Let me give you a little photo. I'll show you. Can I go? I'm not sure whether I can actually on my phone because there's 2 of us on here. Hang on, I'm going to turn my phone around. Can you see my parsley?
Yummy. Awesome.
So, you know, it's very easily grown, and it's like it becomes a forest if you let it. So parsley is excellent to put in everything you cook, you know,
What else is in
anything
there?
for.
So with your parsley just there, is there anything else with it beside it that, or just
Oh,
parsley?
this is my, ah, it's annoying that I can't tell. So that's actually a grape, sorry, a passion fruit vine. So it just grows in under the passion fruit vine. And so that protects it in
Gorgeous. Yeah.
summertime. Yeah. So, you know, and you can put it in all sorts of things, and it's really good for your blood. So it's excellent for just for your circulatory system, full stop. So,
Mm,
you know,
mm,
really good herb, and easy to grow herb, and something that you know is going to get that, you know, that
mm.
green into you as well. So, because we're always wanting to get more green vegetables into us. So that is
Just,
a
yeah,
really good way. Yeah.
eat more veggies, everybody. Like, it's not that
Mm.
difficult. But growing something is something that you can do at the moment. So on any level of lockdown, but also any level of where you live. You don't need to live in a really big house with lots of land or anything like that.
No.
You can literally grow some stuff. So that's what we're talking about. So parsley is number 1. What else, Lisa?
Yeah. All right. So number 2 is mint. So mint grows everywhere. Mint is
So good
extremely
with
easy to grow.
water. If you're having
Yeah.
problems in winter, add mint and lime to your
Lemon. Yeah.
water. It's not that
Yep.
difficult. Yeah.
No. No. It's you know, you actually have to control mint if you don't put it in a pot because it goes a bit crazy, you know. So, but it is really, really great for putting in your water. I actually also pick my mint and make tea out of it. I just pop it in a little strainer and pour boiling water over it.
Beautiful.
And there's a
Beautiful.
nice
Yeah.
peppermint tea, you know.
Beautiful.
So it's really, really easy to
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah, fragrant.
Now,
And what we know about weight loss, this is my end, but what we know about weight loss, if you really fill up your senses, then you don't need to eat as much. Like, we just know
no.
this. So if you
Mm,
fill up your senses with a beautiful herbal tea, happens to be mint or lemon, or I made my father used to bang on about it because he's from Mildura. It's like lemon and honey tea, like lemon and honey water, basically hot water, if you had a sore
mm,
throat. So we would do that, but actually it's really yummy and it's not that
yep.
difficult. And I have it now. I have it
Yeah.
now when I want to
No.
pick me up at the end of the night, where you don't want caffeine at the end of the night or
No.
the end of the day, but it's actually really quite nice to,
Mm,
yeah, go to
mm,
bed with something like
mm.
that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And you think about it, or most of these things they actually make oils out of as well. So, they have multi, healing properties, whether we ingest them
Mm.
through our food, whether we put them in our bodies as an oil, all of these things. My great grandfather was in Sicily, because my dad's Italian, a long, long time ago. He used to be the local vet and also used to help people as well. And he used to do it all through, herbs, and all through, just
I
using
believe it.
plants,
Yeah, totally,
just using plants.
totally.
You think about the Indian culture, in India, they use spices, and they are part of their medicine. They put it in their food, and they also use it as
You,
medicine.
yeah,
So,
you use what you have. It wasn't that long ago that, you know, um, witches were being burnt for using this stuff. Like,
yeah.
basically, use it. It
Mm,
is right there.
mm,
It is right there, and you want to actually, um, you don't need to be overwhelmed. Like, we're only up to number 2 here of 5, right? Lisa's going to scoot through the other 3.
yeah.
But here's the thing, you don't need to have all of them either.
No, not at all.
It, yeah. So
you
go
know
for it, Lisa.
and yeah, so the other thing, the other really, really easy one to grow is chives, but garlic chives. So garlic chives is a really good, for those of you who not that fussed on onion in when you cook, you can use garlic chives instead. It still gives you a really nice flavor without that
Nice.
really strong thing. And they're just really, really simple to grow. It grows like a forest as well, and it actually goes through summer and winter. It never dies. It just continues. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So,
Yum.
which you can
Yum.
see there. So,
I like it.
so
I like it.
yes. So it's and anything, anything onion, garlic, it's all good, amazing for your immune system. It gives everything that bit of a boost up, and as you're always adding it to your food, you're building your immunity all the time. Now, talking about setting up a vegetable patch anywhere, I'm down the side of my house, which has lots of pebbles and a few weeds at the moment, which is why I've decided to do some gardening here. And are we up to number 3 or number 4? Number 4 on the list is, can you see I can't see if you can see my rosemary.
Rosemary. Yes.
Yeah, and look,
So,
it's in a
yeah.
pot. So
Yeah,
it can be
nice.
in a pot.
Rosemary.
Rosemary
Yeah.
grows really well in a pot.
Well,
Um,
in
so
being and coming from Melbourne, is that some people have rosemary as a hedge even.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
prolific and so easily
Mm.
grown. But what's really funny is that I enjoy cooking. I've got lots of meat eaters around me when I cook, and I'm always looking for rosemary for my lamb. I don't have any, but if I take a walk around the block, there's loads. So it's easily. I know
Oh,
it's prolific and easily grown, but
mm.
also it smells incredible. You can dry it, you can add it to things, you can stick it, if you're a vegetarian, stick it in your baked vegetables. Like,
Vegetables. Yep.
it's just incredible. And of course,
Yeah.
obviously, I reckon Lisa's got some rosemary tea um,
Yeah. Yeah.
things
It's
as well,
really,
like
really nice.
recipes as
See,
well.
I use all my herbs as in different ways as teas. You know, you can dry them and put them together. They're just so good for your system, and they're a really good
Yeah.
change from having your
Fill up your
normal, you know,
senses, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Change
it's
your state, fill up your senses, you know, change
really,
your
really
mindset.
important.
You know, it's not that
Mm,
difficult. Yeah.
mm, mm.
Mm.
So number 5 on the list is probably an Italian favorite, and that is basil. I'm going to walk back this way.
Oh, I
So
love basil.
my
I love
basil has
basil.
managed to get through winter, but it's decided to start to die yesterday. So I shouldn't even have basil at the moment, but we seem to have not done too badly this year.
Incredible.
But it's
Incredible. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's looking a little sad at the moment. So, but
Oh, oh wow,
it
that's
shouldn't
amazing. Yeah.
it shouldn't
Yeah.
even be here. So it's one of those
Okay, yeah. Well,
things.
that's good to know because I've got a couple of basil plants that were just doing so well and they've just, yeah, become incredibly dormant. But the thing about
Yeah,
basil and what is amazing, I'm going to tell a tiny story before I let
yeah.
you sign off, is that I actually don't like tomato, but if I put basil with it, tiny bit of sea salt, I can eat it. And I can eat,
Mm,
and I really enjoy it actually.
mm,
And but they've both got to be good. The basil's got to be good, and the tomato's got to be good. And it's got to be
mm,
fresh, is what I'm saying, not just something you've
mm.
picked up on, some, you know, dodgy
No,
place.
yeah, no. No,
So
it's basil's amazing. It just
amazing, yeah,
changes the flavor for
amazing.
everything. It's great in your
Mm,
pasta sauces for those who like to have a, you know, it's just good all round. I put it in lots and lots of different things when I'm cooking. But having your
love
own
it.
herbs and whether you put them, because you know, like this year I haven't, but last year I had a big pot with basil inside. So, you know, you can put it inside your house
Right, and it
and
gets a little bit of sun, or
you
you pop it
know, make
out
yourself a little wall, a
sometimes.
herb wall, which
Yeah,
is one of
yeah.
my on to-do lists on my to-do list. Um, and you know, it just makes you so happy to be able to go and pick something and put it into what you're doing, you know?
Smell is a very strong sense, and as different things are being limited in your life and your lifestyle at the moment, like bring the smells to yourself. And this is why I was really squishing that lime as I was walking yesterday. It was like I just got to bring it to me. It's refreshing, it's uplifting, it's awakening, and it doesn't matter.
Well, you
It's
know,
just
those sort of things are great for your digestive system. And it's actually part of digesting your food as well when you do eat, is being able to smell what you're getting into your food. And as you cook, everything
love
starts
it.
moving, all your digestive. It's just so good for you. And it's amazing to be able to have your own
Love
stuff
it.
there to actually get that, just that one step further than what you would if you actually bought it from, you
Well,
know, the
that's it.
supermarket in
Yeah,
regards to
I love it.
how, you know, and then, you know, there's all the other things of how good it is for you. And, you know, and you don't have to spray it when you're at home. You know what's gone on it. Do you know what I mean? You
Well,
know what's there.
my father actually, because the birds can be prolific or whatever, but he's got some really simple net systems that just work
Mm,
to protect things. You don't There's no spraying going on in what
no.
we're eating over there. So let me set, because there's one that I haven't got here: parsley, garlic, chives, rosemary, basil, and
Mint.
mint. Mint. So lovely. Well, um, our gin drinkers or vodka drinkers will not forget the mint. So
Well, I wasn't going to
there's
mention that, but the mint in mojitos is amazing. Fresh mint in mojitos. That's
it's
it.
what it is. I think it's I was thinking it's what it is. So giddy up, everybody, and thank you so much for being on our Mindset Monday. This is a really, really cool thing to do. You don't have to do all five. If that's overachieving for yourself at the moment, add one, and help people with that, and really love it up. We all need to get a little bit more sunshine, especially during winter here in the Southern Hemisphere. So be out there with your garden and talk to that garden like you love it.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
yourself, and yourself.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Lisa, so much. I'll see you real
All right.
soon.
Thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.